Um, Coach, after just having some time to watch film and regroup with the team, can you just describe the approach to this game and what'll be most important?
Just all business. Execution will be most important. Um, give me the effort, give me the execution, we'll be fine. But it, we can't come out and have them play harder than us.
Also wanted to ask you, because I know you've been pretty flexible with the starting lineup throughout the season. Are you at the point where you're like pretty locked in to the starters that you have, or in a situation like this, did you think about changing the starting lineup? I'm just curious.
KB will be starting, and I think that's what's best. But I'm always shuffling things in my head. She's done a fine job for us. So we've done well with her. I don't know what our record is with her in the starting lineup, but I know it's good.
And then also, I know you spoke about this at shoot around, but I just wanted to ask you about maybe the climate for coaches in the WNBA, because you'll be one of just like three coaches, I think, who has more than 2 seasons under their belt. Like this is just, it's like a revolving coaching door. And I'm wondering what that says to you about where the league is.
Did anybody find out how many years Cheryl's been in Minnesota? Because I think that should be 2010. That should kind of be the model. Um, if you know you have a good coach, you keep a good coach. And it doesn't mean you win every year, you know. There can be rough years in between, but you continue to stay competitive and you invest in what you have, you invest in your leadership. Every time an organization, and it happens all the time in professional sports, but it's really hard to rip up a foundation, just start over and over, every year or every 2 years. I mean, you look at, poor Devin Booker, how many head coaches that guy had? Um, it's just hard to reboot every year. Now I know it seems like the coaches is the easiest thing to remove, but um, if you got a good coach, you keep it, him or her.
Dana has experienced so much in such a short time in her career, and she's a woman led by faith. She's a ring in Chicago. We know what she brings off the bench.
Who?
Dana Evans,
Oh,
sorry.
Dana. Yeah.
But what has her overall presence meant to this season and this team?
Oh, Dana's fun. Dana's a firecracker. Um, you know, she has the ability to turn a game around, and there's not a lot of players that have that ability um, coming in off the bench to really turn the tide. Um, she's been solid for us all year. What she brings to the table is kind of exclusive to her. For us, anyways. There's other people in the league that can somewhat do what she does, but she's the only one who does what she does for us. And so, she needs to be empowered, encouraged to go out there and just be herself, and that'll be great. Her pressure. She's ridiculously fast. I call her gears because she just got different gears. She gets to those gears quickly. So we want her to stay aggressive, be feisty, physical, up in just a pest defensively, and then just do what you do offensively. We know she's a great, great scorer.
The Fever announced that Lexi Hull's questionable with a back issue tonight. What does she bring on both sides, even if she's not hitting shots on the defensive
She
end?
brings disruption. She's a disruptor. I love the way she plays. She's hustle. She's everywhere. Um, I got a lot of respect for Lexi Hull.
Nikias on Zoom. Nikias.
Hi, Coach. I guess a common theme for your losses, just listening to you post game, has been the team kind of dealing with physicality and needing to handle that better. I guess, is that just a mentality and effort thing for you, or is there anything tactically that could counter some of the physicality that they're dealing with?
Okay, so I got very nice women in that locker room, but I'm gonna have to get them a little feisty. We're going into a battle. Sometimes they're too nice. So I'm trying to ramp them up a little bit and get ready for this war. Because if there's one thing that the playoffs are, it's rough. I wish it wasn't as rough as it is. I think it takes away from the skill set, but it is what it is. So, you know, you can't tiptoe into a bar fight, guys.
Got you. And then quickly, just going back to the game one, it felt like Indiana was able to get a lot of early offense, a lot of pushing after makes. how are you able to kind of counter that? Is that just attention to detail, or is there anything from a spacing standpoint that can make it easier to get back on that front?
We need to sprint back in transition, turn, sprint and turn, locate the ball, give support. But I think it was a point of emphasis for them to run it up our backsides, and they did. So we have to make it a point of emphasis to sprint back on defense. Spacing wise, I don't know. I didn't see us crashing the boards or anything that would make their transition so effective. We just didn't sprint back. That's on us. And if it's the case again, we'll probably lose, but I don't think it's going to be the case again. Better not be.
Thank you.
How do you ramp them up and get them feisty for this one?
I shouldn't have to. I think they're feisty from the vibe I'm getting. They're ready to go. And I don't, I think they'll be ready.